So this is pretty interesting. I actually remember when Kyber Network launched back in 2017, 2018. And out of all the coins that popped up out of nowhere back then, this is one of the few that actually topped out in the 2017, 2018 rally. You can see to this date, we still haven't tested this level again at $6. But what really interested me in this is it looks like we're in a massive cup and handle formation. Now, before we pull up any indicators, we'll just go ahead and get a price target from this just to kind of see what's going on here. So if we take a line from the neckline to the bottom here, we can actually extrapolate the price data upwards. If we move up here, you can actually see it's targeting $138. Now, do I think this is possible? Maybe. I was looking into the circulating supply of KNC, and their website states that they have control over the circulating supply and the total supply, as well as mint versus burn rates and all that stuff. Now, I'm typically not a fan of the developers of cryptocurrency being in control of this, but they do mention on their website that they have control over how much coins are burned, and they have recently come out with a version 2 of their network, so I'm not sure if they're planning on burning more coins here in the near future, but if they do, this move up to 136 bucks could very well be on the table. I'm not going to talk too much on the long term, but you can also see that we have this red box of resistance above us that we're currently testing. So if we break this red box of resistance as well as this downtrending level of resistance, we could very well see a spike to the upside, considering that we've been below both of these resistance zones for pretty much since the coin has been introduced. If you look over here, you can actually see we might be forming another cup and handle formation. And I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a retracement back down to this green box again before breaking through this, especially considering how long this zone of resistance has been at play for. I mean, it's been at play since the coin is launched, right? So it could very well take a while to break this. So if we zoom in a little bit and turn on the EMA ribbon, you can actually see the width of it has been pretty much the same throughout this move to the upside. You can also see that the 200 daily EMA is starting to move within this box. So if we do come back down to retest this green box, we'll have not only this green box to support, but the 200 daily EMA as well. Switch over to the Ichimoku cloud, you can see that the cloud is actually pretty thin here. You can also see that the price action is relatively far away from it. Now again, this would probably support the idea of a move back down in this green box, because if we did, we would see support at the green box, the Ichimoku cloud, as well as the 200 daily EMA, which could very well rally us back into this trend line as well as this zone of resistance with some force, and even breaking it to the upside. If we go down to the 4-hourly chart, you can actually see that we've been getting some pretty decent support off the Ichimoku cloud for a little bit now, with these touches here, 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 and a current one. So we'll turn on the EMA ribbon. You can actually see it's been holding support for the most part throughout this move to the upside. We haven't turned it red, which is a good sign. We could see that we had a couple fake outs to the downside here, including one just now. The main thing though is we really haven't broken or even come close to testing this 200 EMA. So we could very well see the price just flutter around the EMA ribbon for some time. It is worth a note that it looks like the trend is getting weaker as we move to the upside. So again, this could validate the theory that we move back down to this green box before testing this zone again. So to recap, if we do not break this downtrending level of resistance as well as this zone of resistance with this move to the upside, we'll very likely see a move back down to this green box before we're testing these zones yet again. If and when we do break out of this zone of resistance, as well as this downtrending level of resistance, we could very well see a move all the way up to that $138 mark like I mentioned previously, especially if they start planning on burning more coins. So this is all I have for Kyber Network today. This is not financial advice, and I'll see you in the next one.